That night at Funimation, the return of Mr. Pleasure. This is my favorite video I've been wanting to get out this week. I'm sorry I haven't been making the good A&Bs lately. I'm sorry about A&Bs have been lacking. And another thing I want to get out there, I'm sorry, and the whole reason why I'm making Bayside is to understand you want to dedicate yourself to a show you watch, not just literally watch, especially content like anime. Literally, you definitely want to get to know the actors, behind the scenes where it comes to any show, where especially anime, you want content that you can play off of and that you can do in real life. Like Pokemon, you can play a game. Yu-Gi-Oh, you can play a game. Dragon Ball, you can make discussions, but really what made it a sick community is the fact that we couldn't play off it like we could the other games, the other anime shows. So that we need anime to be more interactive, which is why I created theories, why I really made sure that they're interacting in order to socialize, in order to for kids to stay safer away from gang activity. So let's get down to Lily why I had to say that, because Lily, a couple of voice actors were infuriated of the way I'm living. They feel like I'm living like a popular kid Lily that shops at Hollister watching Ginny and Georgia all day, but simply because it sucks, because Lily, I became so fucking popular, and literally it really hurts. Literally, they feel like everything that comes out of my mouth is really out of a snot nose breath, but they know that it was forced, they know that I earned it, and they like the fact that I really being nice. But it comes down to two A&Bs, freaking that King of the Hill and the Beavis and Butthead. Those are two shows that I don't even freaking watch, but I knew the concept was gonna hit, and I lived life like that ever since the group home. And that ARO attacked me at the angry. It's like whenever the ARO is Wine and stuff like that, that's way better. I agree, it's a way better concept. They didn't do much of this. This is guarantees profit. It guarantees profit. You're so full of shit and stuff like that. You don't even watch those shows literally, but I knew it was gonna work. And I've been making moves like that since day one. And I feel like that's gay. I know that's gay moves. I hate why I have to literally do something like that in order to get a girl, in order to get stuff like that. That's what literally made me obsessed with writing and competition anyway. And that's what started my mentality to make Bayside. You have to understand that literally that is the whole literally criteria of why I had to literally, become a better enthusiast, literally add criticism at parts where it was very necessary. Literally, it was crazy, do you want insider? I was struggling, trying to figure out what life was, because I have a cousin named Tiani who was literally in the band, literally used to swim, used to do everything, literally freaking I think she did martial arts. She was doing a whole bunch of other stuff, really take advantage of growing up to its fullest. And I looked at myself and I wasn't doing anything or watching anime. I felt so jealous, but then I realized literally how she does those things is really funny. But no, oh my god. So I go to Zoomies in my favorite mall. That's literally the mall I met Abby, and literally I talked to this guy at the register, and I talked about literally Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I confused the actor's name. I'm like, the one with Jack Black? He's like, you mean? It was crazy. And then I saw a woman and her daughter. They laughed along with it, and I was so fucking sad. The pictures were for 1,000 words. Now I realized that it was nothing at the time because I had a career, but at the same time, it was tragic because what she was referencing is really you got influenced by a gang. That's why you think you should have all those habits when you're young and stuff like that. Because literally, gang members fake those habits. Literally freaking. And my cousin is old and stuff like that. This is a very important, that night of Funimation, because this is specifically Mr. Pleasure's segment. And it's really impactful because it's really tragic what's been going on. So if you haven't been noticing what's going on, is there was a evaluation for the Animation Rap League, literally, what we go do with them, and they were trying to argue of should they reach their certain potential. From my previous uploads, I can kind of tell that Chris and Sean weren't really on their best game on that, and I can tell why. It was the first time we had to cuff Sean. Sometimes, me and Lamar cuff Sean at the same time because of her judgment, not even when I was there on the basis of Stone and how we dealt with his situation. It really sucks, really. We have evidence of us using modern technology that blows you up and puts you back together at once. And Lily, I have pictures of you in that jacket, and we have DNA samples to back it up and stuff like that. And we can show you the recordings of the blow-ups from the droid, okay? But it's really out there, because what's really worse is that Lily, the voice actor of Lightning from Teen Titans, the guy who I'm supposed to be doing a sheriff for a non-special, has just recently been cuffed. Sean is now cool. He's been really cool for a minute. They say that he might need mental training because of his past of literally having a stressful job, being the voice actor of Goku, dealing with all those power-ups, and literally staying in character for that big of a role is a really big role. A really big thing myself, literally. Just imagine being a voice actor dealing with a gang, trying to stay in character while literally dealing with their shit. It's really, really insane, and this shows you that we're all human. So what was the whole purpose of Bayside? So before we get into Mr. Pleasure, I have to tell you the whole meaning of Lily Bayside is to literally be underdone, right? And versus literally a guy who's just learning about rap. Literally, Nokia is a guy who's trying to learn his way out of the reverse psychology of Nas, of rap, because what Nokia is known for literally having a lot of free beats, but the free beats serve a lot of purpose, and they actually come from really good artists. Like, literally, the best songs on the radio he have a complaints with, and some underrated songs that people don't like, but he makes up for it because he knows how to fight. And Subaru is different. He's really calm, cool, and collect, who takes advantage in the Nas aspect, literally, pretends to be calm, cool, and collect, but truly trying to find his meaning in life. And literally, he knows what's going to get support, but he doesn't know what's going to make him feel complete inside. And that is how people literally distinguish who's full of shit or not, because that lets you know that there's an entry fee. You may have a connection or something, but what happens when you need to let it go? That's like Lily. And people say, like, Lily, and just to be a devil's advocate, they're saying, like, yo, what was your dedication, Eris? Fairy Tale, my dedication was already back in the day, back when we played Legend of Zelda and Final Fantasy, Lily. That's my origin. Imagine growing up on that, Lily, and dealing with Poppy Girls bullshit, knowing that they didn't expand their minds and stuff like that. Literally, all this bullshit. And you know what, man? This is why he didn't get with Cat. If you don't know who Cat is, I might do a full Sabo profile video. Who knows? Nokia is a guy who just first started listening to actual producer, criticism, where it's a good producer, a bad producer. So producer told Nokia basically to literally listen to a mixtape, because literally in order to expand his literally knowledge of rap and stuff for that. So literally frequent Nokia was already on the right path. So literally Nokia is basically the story of how I learned how literally deal with Nasmatics. Like, it's not that what you're doing is wrong. I need you to hang with them so you can learn their tricks. What ended up happening is real life, because I ended up using their tricks in order for self-defense, in order to escape traps. Like, literally, I would use the exact same way they tried to trap me, but in an instant, like, literally, for the exit, literally, freaking, there was something down the hall, you put me a fit, and then you go to the next door. Literally, I did that each and every time. And that's the whole reason why, the voice actor of Lightning truly got locked up, because there was this thing in high school, I was getting high, watching my AMVs every day after getting rejected. From what I've been hearing, this guy has been literally getting high. A lot of people live through their careers and stuff like that. I know a voice actor literally dealing with a whole lot of voice actors. I know they're notorious for that, living through their reputation and shit. But him literally, well, the world is enough, because I know in the group home that his view was right, but only until you face your limits, only until you meet a fucking situation with no mask. It's a really tragic story. At the group home, I told myself, I can continue getting high, watching cartoons, making A and B's forever. Why? I already did this and that. Total asshole, right? Literally, everybody else is working hard, back-breaking shit and stuff like that, and you're literally getting what people work hard for with ease and shit. Ooh, it's really out there, man. Like, literally, and I do that over and over again. I knew I could be content, literally, just getting laid, to literally watch some colorful shit forever, but I needed to grow up, because, literally, how am I ever gonna get a car if that mentality? How am I ever gonna do this and that? By saying that those prizes are trivial, I've already lived to the reasons why they're not, because I've seen really good relationships work where they continue to have intellectual conversations while I'm just stuck literally sending inappropriate pictures back and forth to my girlfriend, not really getting anything done, not really going places and shit. And I can tell you from experience that's stronger, but that also comes with time and effort. Let me tell you, if they try to make a comparison, they're not real. But at the same time, because what that is you're validating yourself, and you're not letting the world validate you. Now, you can make a world out of yourself, but then you're truly full of shit. Do you know why? Because literally, that's literally a momentary state. Like, literally, there was a time where literally freaking, I used to buy DVDs of shit that I didn't even like, but because they had good concepts, I would literally watch it. Literally, and I had a kid that I needed to take care of and shit. Literally, I would literally just watch fucking movies of DVDs I just bought from fucking Rasputin and shit, and just popping in. I would think about my fucking kid and shit. Literally, Lily, and it really fucking sucked because Lily, I can do you know that pussy isn't all that, you know, getting jobs isn't all that, you know, people aren't all that, and you actually, you know, fucking make a name for yourself and do something with yourself and like make an establishment, like, and you know, Lily, until you actually get it, you know, you're just playing your fool's game. Lily, you can say it ain't shit until you experience it, and that's you know, Lily, the ignorance is bliss shit. But Lily, what the crazy thing is, I've lived exactly his life of the group. I'll make an AMV, watch my AMV, I go watch anime over and over and over again, and it felt fucking great, and nobody can tell me wrong. Oh, you are being raped by background, I'm having this much fun. What happens when my kids get bigger than me, dude? Lily, that's never going to his mind when he's watching the same episode of Thunder and Lightning after he just raped somebody. Lily, I know people do that because I did the exact same thing after group home. I did the exact same thing, like Lily. I would Lily feel no remorse, like over and over again, like Lily, especially Lily when I got home from conventions. You know, Lily, how I did the same thing when I got home from conventions and shit. You don't understand, Lily, how many times I've done the exact same fucking thing, Lily. But Lily, but guess what? It was to a variety of shit. I was watching AMV tried different schemes, watching different animes. He watched the same episode over and over again. And after I learned how to fight, I can see why. Because there's this thing called space and there's this thing called blocking. And Teen Titans does this thing that the same thing that a really bad song in the hood does for you. A universal fucking sound that Lily, no matter what fucking mood you're in, you listen to it and you literally fucking enjoy it. No fucking matter what. Like Lily, fucking like 80-40, like you and that fucking on the fucking radio, Lily. You was listening to music like that and you get high, Lily. Listening to fucking Blink-182 and nothing else. Nothing of not taking a chance, Lily. Listening to a whole fucking CD of Blink-182 over and over and over again. Validating yourself. What it is you're content with anything. So like Lily, you're okay with those standards. And I lived like that for a while. I lived like that last year. Like Lily, oh my god, Lily, anime is all I need. People are fluid shit. Oh, Justin got caught up for sex or you know, offense and stuff with that. Oh my god, this and that. Oh, by myself. Oh, it's so cool. Who cares? I have Lily, a girl with a fat ass. By myself. Not only did I have stereotypes to blame it for, I have personal experiences to blame that shit for. But guess what, Lily? If I keep on blaming them, I'll never get to Lily my kids. I'll never get to Lily of people. Lily, and they can still Lily keep the running gag forever if I don't do shit. You get what I'm saying? He put himself in a universal situation. Oh, Lily, I joined the gang. Lily, even if that does happen, I'm not around to see it, stuff like that. Oh, well, I don't know what hurt me. So you purposely drug yourself up with something that's really gonna close your perspective. The perfect grip, perfect everything. Not a single fucking leak is gonna sit through you over and over and over again. You're sick. You think like a fucking box in a fucking cage and shit. I dealt the same way, Lily. Fucking Lily. They were promising me last year, yo, don't trip. You get to hang with this girl. You get to hang with that girl. People were making fun of me on the street. Oh, yeah, well, Eric gets to hang out. All I see him is begging for fucking money for Taco Bell and shit. Lily, it's true. It's absolutely fucking true. Like, Lily, do you want to keep living on the inside and like we're having to feel on the outside? The outside is literally inside self-explanatory for a reason. Like, when you go outside and when you dress, that's self-explanatory. Last year, literally, I am telling you, it could be either, but I'm trying to let you know that the dark internet is sickening to me because you just won't accept life. So you're telling me that you're gonna watch this fucking Lily, fucking Crayola shit, Lily, after you get done something serious over and over again, and you get high just like Lily, like Lily, oh, I've already dealt with this and that, Lily. So you're telling me that, Lily, because I know what cartoons can do for you outside of people, and I'm like, you can't always there, because when that happens, that means you expect people to like literally be perfect just like cartoons. So you expect people to fucking bend their back or to say a perfect thing at a perfect time. No, never are human. That is exactly how you fucking get caught up in your own little world and like literally just come to conclusions that people are shit, so I don't have to like adapt to your world. Literally, I've lived like that before. I'm like, even if so, they're in control of my check. The perspective I gained literally when I first learned how to be hood is the perspective he had every time we watched that episode. A very bad approach when it comes to life, literally, because I used to watch Toy Story over and over again. I used to watch The Lion King over and over again. But guess what? That was only when I was a little kid and shit. And I'm all like, is this what literally fucking adults are like? And literally, and then people wear stereotypes. Well, you just grew up fast. Why are you this and that? No, that's all fucking bullshit. Do you know why? When you're a baby and when you're an adult, they are heavily connected, but what does one do and what does one doesn't? That's when people are fucking the game. Which your interest is still fucking same. That's like me. Like, I'm an adult, like, literally, I'm super fucking adult. When you go home and watch Futurama, does that mean you're a little kid after you just fucked? Or literally, oh, I wonder what Futurama is doing. Fucking bitches watching Futurama playing video games. You see how you're literally how you're fucking looking at it when you're a little kid and how you're enjoying it the same way. Oh look, Futurama's on. Oh hey, fucking Labaya. Oh hey, fucking Bree. Oh hey, fucking Abby. Oh hey, all this fucking other shit. I just grew up, dog. Literally, that same shit is there. But literally, people don't want to look at it that way. Literally, it is. They're heavily connected. I enjoyed the same way when I was a kid. I just got done telling you why my dad can't enjoy DBZ too, and that's exactly why. When you can't use it as an excuse to never get your own place and shit. Of course you can enjoy fucking entertainment and saying when you're a kid, but literally, it's because of that. It's the same reason why you can't fuck around. But I bet you wouldn't if you didn't have bullshit friends to fall back on. If you didn't have all those precious so-called parties and then go home to fucking TV, you wouldn't be able to watch that shit. It's only watchable because things are going your way. And joining the dark internet and the gang leaves you free of criticism, so definitely nobody can fucking judge you for watching the same episode over and over again. You're in the world by yourself, buddy, so yeah, it's the perfect everything. You don't understand. It's that same way of thinking is why Sean got away with a lot of the shit that he got away with. Literally, a whole lot of people in that. But guess what Sean did? Sean achieved greatness. Sean literally achieved great health. If you gotta think like that, at least achieve something first and then say fuck the world. Literally, like if you become fucking wrestling champion, you didn't end up owning a fucking farm and become a meth head. At least you did something.